She didn't fall, but the chair caught her just in time. Margaret, 76, stood up after lunch and the room swirled. Her heart raced. Her legs buckled. She sat back down, hands shaking, wondering, was that a mini stroke? Turns out it wasn't her brain. It was her feet. Hi, I'm Dr. Howard Tucker. And after decades studying longevity and brain health, I've seen this happen far too often. Seniors think they're losing balance, but what they're really losing is blood flow. And with me today is the one man who's helped more seniors stay upright, literally, than anyone I know. At over 100 years old, he's still walking tall, still lecturing, and still reminding the world that aging doesn't mean collapsing. Dr. Shigeaki Hinohara, welcome back.
Thank you, Howard. I've missed these conversations. And yes, what Margaret felt, what thousands feel every day, isn't always dizziness from age. It's circulation failure. The legs aren't sending blood back fast enough. The brain senses it and says, sit down now. But here's the truth. That reflex can be reversed.
Reversed?
Yes. With just 30 seconds a day. There's a small muscle in your lower leg called the soleus. That's been asleep for years. It's your body's second heart. And when we wake it up with something called the foot pump, balance returns, warmth returns, even mental clarity improves.
I love that. It's not about doing more. It's about remembering what the body already knows. So if you're over 60 and you've ever felt the floor shift beneath you, stay right here. Because today, we're uncovering the overlooked cause of senior dizziness and the 30-second habit that can help restore balance, circulation, and confidence without stepping foot in a gym. You know, I had a patient, Eleanor, 81 years old. She told me she stopped walking to the mailbox because she was afraid she'd wobble and fall. Just 100 feet from her door, and she felt like her legs couldn't be trusted. I taught her the foot pump. 2 weeks later, she was walking to the mailbox and back. No fear. It wasn't just her legs. It was her confidence that came back.
That's the power we forget, Howard. This isn't only about blood, it's about belief. When seniors see that their body still responds, they stop bracing for the worst. They start engaging again. One of my patients was having dizzy spells every time she got off the couch. We added foot pumping before she stood up, and within days, no more swaying, no more fear. Her posture even improved.
That's what I love about this practice. It's not dramatic, but it's dependable. It delivers those quiet victories, walking taller, standing without grabbing a chair, not fearing every step. It builds momentum.
Exactly. And it shows up in unexpected places. Some report better sleep, others feel more alert in the afternoon. One man even told me his feet stopped getting so cold, he finally slept without socks. That's circulation waking up. That's the body saying, thank you for remembering me.
It's amazing what shifts when blood starts moving again. Even mood changes. I've had patients say they feel less anxious, more clear-headed, like their body isn't dragging them down anymore. And all that from 30 seconds of heel and toe lifts.
We often think healing has to be loud or expensive, but some of the most powerful transformations happen in silence. Quiet movements, done regularly. That's what creates lasting change.
You're so right. And the beauty of it, anyone can start. Right now. You don't need a gym. You don't need a routine. You just need a moment of curiosity and a chair.
And once you feel the difference, even a small one, you won't want to stop because the body remembers. It wants to support you. You just have to give it a reason.
You know, doctor, the more I hear these stories, the more it reminds me, aging isn't the enemy. Disconnection is. We stop moving. We stop trusting. We stop noticing the quiet signals. But with something this simple, we get to say, I'm still here. I still matter. And that changes how people show up for themselves.
Exactly. I've seen it time and time again. When circulation improves, the mind clears. When balance returns, confidence follows. It starts with the feet, but it ends with the spirit. I once had a woman in her late 70s tell me, "Doctor, I finally stood up without fear." And the look on her face, it wasn't just relief, it was pride.
That pride is everything. When seniors feel steady, they start doing things again. Gardening, shopping, playing with grandkids. It doesn't just bring freedom, it brings identity back. You stop being the person who's afraid to move. You start being the person who can.
And here's the part most people overlook. Every step you take with stronger circulation feeds your brain. Studies from Japan and Germany have shown that even minor improvements in lower leg blood flow result in better cognitive scores in seniors within weeks. This isn't theory. This is science moving through the body.
I've seen that in my clinic too. Memory gets sharper. Words come faster. And for many, the fear of losing themselves slowly fades. Because when you're grounded, literally grounded, your mind follows.
That's the link. Feet to brain, movement to memory, strength to stability. And it doesn't need to come from pressure, it comes from permission. You give the body permission to engage again, and it responds.
I love that word, permission. Because most of the seniors I see, they've been told it's over. That decline is inevitable. But the foot pump? It's a reminder that aging is still full of choices.
It is, and if there's one truth I hope everyone remembers today, it's this: small movement isn't small medicine. It's the most honest kind. It restores without overwhelming, and it reminds the body of what it was born to do: support you every single step.
I keep thinking about Margaret, the woman who caught herself just before she fell. That moment could have ended in panic, but instead it became the start of something better, a shift, a signal, a chance to say, not today. And how many more seniors are right at that edge? One step from giving up, one moment away from taking control back?
More than we realize, Howard. I've treated hundreds, maybe thousands, who were told their dizziness was just age, that their balance was gone, that decline was normal. But then they moved, just a little, and their body remembered. That's what this is, not a routine, a remembering. The truth is, your second heart has been waiting.
And now it's awake. So ask yourself, what else have you been told is just part of aging? That might not be. What else in your body is waiting for permission to rise again?
Because if a 30-second foot pump can restore clarity, balance, and warmth, what happens when we reclaim the rest?
So let's go deeper, doctor. Because a lot of seniors listening right now have been told their dizziness is just a normal part of aging. But what you're saying flips that it's not always the ears or the brain. Sometimes it's the legs. The circulation just isn't strong enough to send blood back up. And when that happens, when the brain doesn't get enough oxygen, everything tilts. You feel faint or foggy or like your body just wants to sit. Am I right?
You're absolutely right. And here's what most people don't realize. The heart pushes blood down, but it's the legs, specifically the calf and soleus muscles, that pump it back up. Think of them as your body's second heart. But after 60, if those muscles get weak or inactive, the return flow slows down, blood pools in the leg, pressure drops up top. That's when dizziness sets in.
So it's not just getting older, it's gravity, it's biology. It's blood trying to fight its way back up to the brain and losing the battle.
Exactly. And we make it worse by sitting for too long or standing still for hours. That weakens the pump even more, and eventually, symptoms show up, not just dizziness, but cold feet, swollen ankles, mental fatigue, even trouble sleeping. It's all connected.
I've had patients describe it the same way. They say their legs feel heavy by afternoon, or their feet get colder, or they start forgetting things they normally wouldn't. And no one ever checks the legs. No one says, let's activate your second heart.
That's the tragedy, because this isn't a mystery. We have the data, we've seen the scans, and we've seen the results when seniors reawaken that foot pump. Blood moves, oxygen rises, the brain clears, stability returns.
And all of that, from something as simple as moving your feet. Not running, not weightlifting, just a small rhythmic motion that tells the legs, It's time to help again.
Precisely. The soleus is a slow-twitch endurance muscle. It's built for this. It doesn't need intensity. It needs consistency. Just 30 seconds at a time, a few times a day. That's all it takes to retrain the pump.
All right, doctor, let's get practical. People are sitting at home thinking, okay, this sounds great, but what exactly do I do? So walk us through it. What is the foot pump, and how do we start?
It's very simple, Howard. You sit comfortably, feet flat on the ground. Then slowly lift your heels, keeping the balls of your feet touching the floor. Hold for a second, then lower your heels back down. Next, lift your toes, so only the heels are touching. That's one cycle. You just rock back and forth. Heel up, toe up, nice and steady.
That's it?
That's it. No equipment, no pain, just a gentle rhythm back and forth. For about 30 seconds, that activates the calf and soleus muscles. And when they contract, they push the blood upward, like squeezing a sponge. That's what restores circulation to the brain.
I love how easy that is. You could do it at the kitchen table, on the couch, even in bed.
Exactly. That's why so many seniors stick with it. It's accessible. There's no intimidation. And here's the best part, it works fast. In studies from Japan, seniors who did this twice a day saw less swelling, better balance, and fewer dizzy spells in under 3 weeks.
That's powerful. And I bet it also helps with that cold, heavy leg feeling a lot of older adults complain about.
It absolutely does, because when blood is moving, warmth returns, the legs feel lighter, the brain feels clearer. It's not magic, it's physics. Muscle plus movement equals circulation.
And unlike medication, there's no side effects. No waiting for prescriptions. Just movement. That reconnects the legs to the heart to the brain, and the brain back to confidence.
Beautifully said. It's a reset button. A daily reminder that your body still wants to support you. It just needs the right signal. And this small pump, that's the signal.
So let's recap. Sit down, feet flat, raise your heels, then your toes. Repeat. 30 seconds, a few times a day. And you could literally feel the difference within days.
That's the promise. Not a cure, but a reawakening.
So now that we know what the foot pump is, let's talk about timing. When should someone do it? Morning, evening, after meals? What's ideal?
Great question. The most effective times are first thing in the morning and again in the late afternoon. That's when circulation tends to slow, especially after sitting or eating. It's also helpful right before bed because good blood flow calms the nervous system and improves sleep.
So we're not just talking balance and dizziness. We're talking better energy, better sleep, even digestion.
Absolutely. Everything depends on blood flow. Your brain, your gut, your muscles, they all rely on steady circulation. And this movement helps deliver that without strain.
I've had patients say they use it while brushing their teeth or during TV commercials. And once they build the habit, they don't even think about it. It just becomes part of their day.
That's exactly how it works best. Small, frequent signals, not once a week at the gym, but 2 or 3 times a day, every day. Even 30 seconds, repeated consistently, creates a powerful response in the body.
And what about mistakes? Are there any reasons someone shouldn't do this or ways to do it wrong?
It's rare, but yes, there are a few cautions. If someone has just had leg surgery or a deep vein clot, they should speak with their doctor first. And if lifting the heels causes sharp pain or cramping, they should slow down or try a gentler version, like doing it while lying down.
So the key is to listen to your body. Don't force it. Don't rush. Just invite movement back in.
Exactly. This isn't about strain. It's about awakening. If the muscles feel warm afterward, or the feet tingle slightly, that's a good sign. That's the body saying, "Thank you, I remember how to do this."
I love that. It's not exercise. It's self-respect. It's honoring what your body still knows how to do, even if it's been quiet for a while.
Beautifully put, Howard. When seniors feel dizzy or weak, they often think they're losing control. But with this practice, they're regaining it, quietly, gently, one pump at a time.